I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawn. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo, what's good? What's good, party people? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? It's good to be with you. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm your man. I'm the host. Uncle Freezy. What's good, party people? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? What's good? How y'all doing this morning, man? How y'all doing this morning? What's good? Man, no Knicks at Night podcast last night. Had a couple things happen. City is under the weather, or was under the weather. He came back, and you know what I'm saying, but he was, yeah. And then Hoodie Kev had some, had an emergency. I think the, he just had some stuff going on. I don't want to get into it. I just leave it at that, man. They had some stuff going on, so we had to cancel. But I couldn't wait to get on with my peoples. Couldn't wait to get on with my peoples. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna hold you. I look forward to getting here with y'all every morning. Right? I look forward to it, man. I like being here with y'all. I like kicking it. You know. I like hanging out with my people. So, it's a few things that are set, right? For the first time and forever, the Knicks playoff schedule is set. And I am excited. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. Knicks playoff schedule. And what tickles me is, if necessary. That tickles me pink. Game 7, if necessary. That tickles me pink, man. I love it. I love it. I'm gonna give me a second here to bring up the source. So the source is Google, right? Give me a second to bring up the source. I mean, bring it out for us. Pow. How y'all like that? Can y'all see that? Y'all need for this to be bigger? Okay. All right. I hear y'all. I hear y'all out there. Can y'all see that now? Game one. Hold up this stupid microphone. Game 1, Hawks at Knicks. Sunday, May 23rd at 7 p.m. Game 2, Hawks versus Knicks. Wednesday, May 26th, 7:30 p.m. Wow. There's a 2-game break. Game 3, Knicks in Atlanta, Georgia. Knicks in Atlanta, Georgia. Friday, May 28th at 7 p.m. And we look to be in the building. And when I mean we, I mean the gang going down to Atlanta for the hangout. We look to be going down there for that. I already have my reservations booked for that. Hoodie Kev does also. I was expecting Hoodie Kev to come on yesterday to dispense details. He didn't, so he had some family issues going on. He's got all the details. I'm gonna call him so he can come on the show, see if he can get up out of his beauty rest and come on the show and dispense the details. I'm gonna let Hoodie Kev do all of that part. But game 4, I may be there for that. I may be there for game 4 also. Sunday, May 30th at 1 p.m. And that should do it. 4 games, right? 4 games, right? Hello?
Yes.
Hey, Hoodie Kev. I'm on the Knicks Morning Drive. How are you this morning? This is Uncle Freezy.
Yes.
This is Uncle Freezy.
I'm aware.
Right, and I am the host of the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm looking at the Knicks playoff schedule versus the Atlanta Hawks. And I got to game 3 and game 4 of the schedule, the Knicks versus Atlanta Hawks schedule. And your name came up about potential plans for an Atlanta meetup. How are you this morning?
I'm already tired. I'm going to get on the road and head back to Durham.
All right, take your mind to sleep. Goodbye. Hoodie Kev just took all the energy. I think he was like, oh, I'm really tired. I only slept 9 hours. Freezy. I went to sleep at 12 p.m. or 12 a.m. I'm really tired. Okay, Hoodie Kev. God, doggone it. Doggone it. Hoodie Kev just took all the steam out of that, but whatever. So, Hoodie Kev and myself, and hopefully some others, will be in Atlanta, Georgia for Lawrence Tears meetup. Man, I just want to have some fun. You know, I don't want to go to no zoo or no aquarium. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go to no aquarium, man. I don't need to go shopping. None of that. Just want to get to a place where we can hang out, me and a few of my closest Lawrence Tears family, and talk Knicks. Bro, that's it. I'm going to get in contact with Hoodie Kev, man, and then later on and see if I can get the details. He was excited. Karen Fung, yes, Hoodie Kev is still sleeping at 9:38 Eastern Standard Time. a.m. He is still asleep at 9:38 a.m. Meridian Eastern Standard Time. Who does that? And then I can hear like the people that work for him in the background, like, shh, Hoodie Kev is, Max Kevin is sleeping. Oh my goodness. Mr. Kevin is still asleep, everyone. Please be quiet. Heavy Reese, what's good? Y'all ready for the Knicks Morning Drive on the roll call? Are you ready? If you are ready for the Knicks Morning Drive roll call, throw some fire in the chat. Beat up a like button if you see it. If you see a like button, beat it up. If you see a like button, beat it up. Share this thing on. Yo, we need some more subscribers too, by the way. If you hadn't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. Turn your notification bells on. Make sure you turn on the all notifications so that when we go live, when we go live, you'll get the notification. Right, I need to see some fire in the chat. I need for y'all to get that energy up. Up. I need y'all to get that energy up this morning. Throw some fire in the chat. Share. Suggest to your friends to subscribe to the channel. Spread the word. We need to be seen by more people because the weird thing is, the odd thing is, people that see us like us. I mean, I guess they like, they like the fact that Karen Fung is a basketball junkie. I guess they like the fact that Chop Low is the most loyal person on earth. Right? I guess they like the fact that 19 Con Man NYC is always on time. Like, yo, what's good? Uncle Freezy said 9:15. He rolled here 9:30. Anthony D, what's good? I'm about to do the roll call. Ready or not, here we come. I'm about to do the roll call. Y'all need to get y'all energy up. Y'all need to get y'all energy up, man. We need more energy than this in the chat, yo. Y'all need to get this energy up, or we're gonna have to start this live stream all over. Y'all need to get that energy up. I need to see some fire in the chat, some thumbs up. I need to, if you see a like button, you need to beat it up. Bam, that's me. That's me. I need to see those likes go all the way up. I need everybody to get their energy up because y'all know y'all energy is what drives the show. Y'all energy is what drives the show, man. What's good? The Knicks Tonight podcast and the Knicks Morning Drive. Y'all energy is what drives the show, right? Get that energy up, man. Y'all get that energy up. Throw those thumbs up in the chat, man. Put that fire in the chat. Y'all energy is what drives the show. City for Real pointed that out to me months ago. He was like, yo, the chat is what drives the show. They be putting that energy in there that make you want to go above and beyond for them. It reminds, and City didn't say this, but I say this. When I get on here, it's like at the stadium and they turn the lights down low and all of a sudden the fire cannons go off. Boom! And the crowd go crazy. And Ray Lewis come out doing his dance. I'm Ray Lewis in that scenario. After the crowd just go bananas. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's like for me when I see the fire in the chat and the thumbs up in the chat. Bro, that is what it's like for me. That is what it's like for me, right? I'm ready to do the Knicks Morning Job on the roll call. If you ready, I need to see some fire in the chat. There we go. That is more like it. That is more like it. How about we do this? 19 Con Man NYC is in the building. What's good? Karen Fung, I see you. What's good? Knicks Man, what's good? Anthony D, my brother, what is good? South Brooklyn, what's good? Julian Blum is in the building. Kane Jerry, what's good? Robert Paul, Chef NYK is in the building. It was good. Evergreen G, what's good? Allah Wise, what's good? What's good, Allah Wise? Chop Low is in the building. What's good? Chop Low, I saw the text. Hey, Chop, I saw the picture you sent, and mommy is right. Mommy is right, bro. I saw it. I saw it. She right. She right, bro. Rick V, what's good? Knicks Man, what's good? Rodolfo Irizarry, I see you. I see you. South Brooklyn, I saw you. I saw you already getting shouted out twice, but so what? Heavy Reese, what's good? Knicks Man. Lucky Walker Visions, what's good? I see y'all. Heavy Reese in here. David, Mr. You Don't Know Me, what's good? Rick V. Joe Denman, what's good? Adele Chapman, what's good? And you changed the avatar, Adele Chapman. I see you. AC Black University. What's good? Black University. What's happening? Jose Perez. Sin Mears. Sin Mears. What's happening? You not representing the Frank Hive, Sin Mears? Okay. Okay. Sin Mears is not representing the Frank Hive today. Okay. I see you. Frederick. What's good? Okay. There he is, Sin Mears. I see you. Yeah, he is representing the Frank Hive. Okay. Shine Cubes. What's good? Sin yesterday, after dropping them jewels on Chop It Up, he come in here. Good morning, fellows and ladies. I see you, Sin Miz. I see you. I see you. So we played the Hawks. I'm excited. This is not breaking news, but we played the Hawks. And I need for y'all, I'm about to panic. I'm about to panic. And I'm not about to panic because of how Sin Miz came on Chop It Up yesterday, all professional in his Oxford voice, speaking like he has a PhD from Cambridge. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that. I thought he had a PhD from the hood. You know what I'm saying? Clearly, he has a PhD from some distinguished European or English school or somewhere. I didn't know that. I didn't know that until yesterday. Yes, in my experiences, Mr. Uncle Freezy. Yes, Mr. Uncle Freezy. Yo, that's my man. That's my man. So anyway, I'm nervous. I am nervous. First of all, let me clarify something. Oh, let me do something real quick. I wanted to share something with y'all. I wanted to share something with y'all with I want to share. I'm working on something just real quick. I want to share it with y'all. So I know this guy named Swinny Pooh, right? I don't know him like that, right? But I know him as a friend of a friend of a friend, right? And he does this podcast. I'm putting the link in the chat, right? I know him as a friend of a friend of a friend, right? And so he talked that Knicks talk like how I like to have it talked. You know what I'm saying? He keeps it 10 times 10. He keep it 20 times 5. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He keep it 10 times 10. He keep it 5 times 20. You know what I'm saying? He keeps it 4 times a quarter. That's the way I like it, right? Right? And so he does this podcast. I put the link to it. If you have some spare time, not right now. If you got some spare time, copy the link and save it, and then click on it later and check out my man's work. Right? Check out my man's work. He do good work. He is a part of the Strickland family. He's a little strong. But listen, you know, if you're interested in real Knicks talk also, you know what I'm saying? Because here, I give you real Knicks talk. Like, I ain't gonna be like it's all about me. I ain't gonna be like, yo, let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. This is what it is. Nah, I'm gonna break down some stuff. And you know what? And I'm gonna break down some stuff right after I finish plugging Swinny Pooh stuff. He ain't my man. He ain't pay. Well, he like the friend of a friend of a friend, I guess. Like the 6 degrees of separation. But at the same time, my man do good work. Check out his stuff. I sent the link to him and CK2K. Right. Check it out. And if you like it, do whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But definitely at least give it a shot. And I know y'all judging me. You're like, Uncle Freezy, why are you drinking them dark sodas? I thought you said you don't drink soda no more. I know. I'm going through a crisis. Bro. I'm nervous about the Hawks. Let me tell you why. I'm going to tell y'all why. I'm going to go through it fast. If I go too fast, y'all tell me to slow down. St. Miz, I'm not drinking prune juice, bro. I work with others. Do you know how embarrassing the after effects of prune juice are, bro? I can't be in front of somebody like, you know, yeah, based on you know what the state, what the city requires for such and such and such, you know, and then I'm up there and my butt doing the human beatbox. No. St. Miz, I can't have my body doing the human beatbox when I'm trying to be serious, bro. Simmons talking about sniper gang. No, bro, that's not how it works. Bro. That's not how it works. So, otherwise, talking about dirty ginger ale. Bro, I'm telling y'all. Yo, no, No. I have a hard enough time people taking me serious as it is because I play too much. You know what I'm saying? I joke too much and people don't take me serious all the time. And then you're gonna have my body doing the human beatbox? No, it don't work like that. Let me break down why I'm nervous about the Hawks. Anthony D, what's good? Anthony D. Anthony D is, hey, yo, I spoke with Anthony D yesterday. Yo, you ain't never heard a brother so smooth in all the days of your life. Right? Because, you know, body language is something, right? Body language is something, right? But body language is something, but to be able to vocalize what it is or communicate what it is that you have to say, excuse me, in a piercing yet disarming manner is nuance, and Anthony D can do that. Right? As soon as I say that, Anthony D is like, Uncle Freezy, leave the soda alone. Yeah, bro, I know that, bro. You see me drinking water for 6 months. Every morning I come on here, bro, I be drinking water. I drink water, bro. The one time you see me drink a soda, all hell done broke loose. Let me please talk about the Hawks. Mama said, don't trust you. Says, good morning, Heavy D. But diggity D or whatever, however he said. Ha ha ha. Dripmore, what's good? What's good? So the Hawks make me nervous, right? Not in a sense that player 1 through 12 makes you nervous, but in that weird, if they ever get up by 17, 20, it's over and headed to the next game. Right? The Hawks make me nervous. Oh no. Hey, otherwise it's like Kev W rubbing off on me. No. Hoodie Kev ain't rubbing off on me. Hoodie Kev ain't rubbing nothing. Okay? All right? No. Had a moment of weakness, y'all noticed it, and now y'all just throwing it back in my face. Right? So here's the thing. The Hawks make me nervous in that they are deep at every position. Like the team is not going to be easy to exploit. Why I say that is, let me pull up. I'm going to pull up their depth chart so that we can look at it. I want y'all to go over this with me. All right, bear with me. I'm going to put it up here and bring it up here for us to look at. All right. So here is their depth chart, right? And it's stupid because on the second unit, they have Lou Williams twice, right? But here's the thing. Trey Young, Bogdan, DeAndre Hunter, John Collins, Clint Capella. That's a lot of offensive firepower and no defense. Maybe Hunter, that's it. Right? The second unit is Lou Williams, Herder, Gallinari, Onyeka Okongwu. Then they have Tony Snell. He scares me. Solomon Hill scares me. And Bruno Fernando scares me. And Chris Dunn scares me. Right? And I know y'all are like, why are you scared, Uncle Freezy? Why would this make you? I'm trying to find a camera angle that best. Yeah, I don't like that either. All right. So of all those guys that I mentioned, I think they're deep. Lou Williams at backup point doesn't scare me. Chris Dunn at backup point doesn't scare me. But Trey Young scares me. Their revolving door at the 2 of Herder, Bogdan, and Cam Reddish would scare me. The small forward of DeAndre Hunter and whoever, Bogdan, Cam, whoever the wings are, the shooting guards, small forwards, they scare me. John Collins, Gallinari scares me. The power forward, John Collins, Gallinari, the centers, Okongwu and Clint Capella scare me. It's a lot of things. There are a lot of things that go into it that flat out scare me, right? And I'm not talking about scared like I'm picking the Hawks to win, or I'm not talking about just a little nervous, but I'll be okay. I'm talking about they legit scare me. Not put the Timmy on me. Not put the Timmy on me like how Debo used to do y'all in 7th grade. Not that. That's intimidation. That's the Timmy, right? Not like how Anthony Mason used to put the Timmy on cats coming to the hole back in the 90s. Not that. That's intimidation. That's the Timmy, right? But I'm talking about just scared, just a little bit. Something that'll make me very concerned that a certain thing might happen. Right. Here is what I think. I'm just gonna throw a bunch of I'm just gonna throw stuff out there. And if I'm overreacting, then y'all let me know. But I don't think that I am. I think that Julius Randle's hot and cold streaks in games. Kendall Rivera, what's good? Julius Randle's hot and cold streaks during the course of a game. Like Julius Randle is never make 2, miss 2, make 3, miss 3. Julius Randle is miss 5, make 4, miss 6, make 2, miss 4 more, make 7 in a row. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, dang it, bro. What else concerns me too is we don't have a starter that comes out hot. Like, RJ Barrett feasts against the Hawks. At least that's what it seems like. He feasts against the Hawks, right? They can't defend RJ Barrett, right? But at the same time, RJ Barrett is a notoriously slow starter. RJ Barrett is a notorious slow starter, right? Frederick says the soda's getting in my head. Really? How's the soda getting in my head, bro? Frederick says the soda's getting in my head. Nah, man, I'm maybe because none of us need to really drink soda. But at the same time, we gotta stay focused, man. Let's stay focused. Frederick says, how did I pick this team to win 42 games and now I'm scarred? Hey, bro, you know why? Because in a regular season NBA schedule, you don't play the same team 4 times back to back. You know what I'm saying? What happens, and I'm gonna get to that, because what happens is the Knicks offense gets predictable. Is the other thing that I'm scared about. The Knicks offense gets predictable. Hinton Murphy was good. And Hinton says Reggie Bullock starts off hot. Yes, sometimes, bro. Sometimes, but I just can't depend on Reggie Bullock starting off games hot in the playoffs. He's our fifth scorer. Y'all telling me about Reggie Bullock when he's our 5th scorer. Usually the pecking order goes, and I'm talking about in terms of scoring. Now, I ain't talking about opportunity. I'm talking about scoring the basketball. Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, RJ Barrett, and then some combination of Reggie Bullock and Emmanuel Quickly. That's what it is. And I know y'all gonna argue that fact. Y'all gonna say, nah, man, no, Uncle Freezy. No, Uncle Freezy, Reggie Bullock. No. The pecking order is Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, RJ Barrett, Alec Burks, and some form of Reggie Bullock, Emmanuel Quickly. That's what it is. And it don't necessarily have to go that way in the flow of a game. It don't have to go that way in the flow of a game. In the flow of a game. What I'm saying is that's usually the priority. Like Julius Randle, Derrick Rose. Like Julius Randle cooks, then Derrick Rose. Then RJ gets in where he can fit in. Right? Then Burks. Burks is like, okay, that's enough. We have to balance this floor out. And then it's either Berkeley. Is that what we're calling? That's what we're calling Bullock and Quickly. Berkeley? No. Okay. But my concern is the Atlanta Hawks have a week to game plan to stop Julius Randle. That's my game plan. Not my game plan, but my fear. So shout out to Mr. Kevin McLeod, who says, there is nothing to fear except fear itself. I heard that somewhere before. I can't remember where I heard it from. There is nothing to fear except fear itself. What I'm here to tell you is there's a lot to fear, and you need to be scared right now. Right? And I know I told people in the past, if you scared, get a dog. And listen, I'm shopping right now. I'm shopping for a dog right now. Right? I'm shopping for a dog right now, right? So me and Mocha have an empty nest. So we ain't searching for no outside dog because I ain't want no another mouth to feed. You know what I'm saying? So we probably shopping for a teacup Yorkie. You know what I'm saying? Probably a little baby girl. You know what I'm saying? Where Mocha can You know what I'm saying? Put bows in her hair and we can, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, I'm scared, right? But not listen, not intimidate. Don't play. Don't play. Don't play. It's still Uncle Freezy. Now don't play. Cornerstone Kev, that's not the game I'm playing, bro. I'm not intimidated, right? Right? I ain't intimidated, right? What I'm saying is be very careful. I'm gonna put these things, I'm gonna say finish this thing and I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Because I know Cornerstone is like, hurry up so I could get some camera time, Uncle Freezy. What's going on? Cornerstone Kev is like, hurry up, Uncle Freezy. I got a new shirt on. Would you hurry up and stop taking your time talking about Knicks basketball and put the link in the chat? So listen, I'm concerned about the Atlanta Hawks depth. I'm concerned about the Atlanta Hawks offense. I'm concerned about the Knicks getting lured. Okay, so it's story time. I got to tell the story. I got to tell this story, and it's all Cornerstone Kev's fault. It's all Cornerstone Kev's fault. So I was in the military a long time ago. I'm a veteran. And thank you to the other veterans. Thank y'all for y'all service. So I go to the West Coast on this thing. I ain't going to get into the details because the details ain't important. But anyway, we get a 4-day pass. We get like these 4 days off. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday off. Not Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Now listen to me. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Right? Get that off. And being a kid from the inner city, that spent a little time in the country, but mostly from the inner city, there are some things that I had never experienced, right? So this girl says, hey, last time I was here, I met some friends, and they like to do this thing called a campfire on the beach. I'm like, campfire on the beach? Who goes camping on the beach? I thought you went camping in the woods. Follow me now. This ain't. So anyway, G.I., stop being a hater and listen to the story. G.I. in the chat about, no story time with Uncle Freezy. G.I., listen, stop being a hater, bro. Just listen to me. Hear me out, right? G.I. So anyway, we go. Everybody like taking their shoes off. They like, Uncle Freezy, why are you taking shoes to the beach? It's the beach, bro. And I'm like, I'm from New Jersey. Beaches are different in New Jersey. And so for people from Coney Island, people from Battery Park, people from Jersey City, people from the beach, hey, anybody who is close to water, you know what I mean by up north and walking on the beach without shoes on. Yeah. So anyway, Jay Singh is in the building. So I meet this girl, right? I go, and she, like, I'm talking about stupid stuff. Like, so this is a long time ago, right? So I'm talking about stupid stuff that don't make sense but I was young. I was like 21 years old. And I'm talking about stuff like how Oliver North sold out his country and blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about how Pepsi lost the Pepsi challenge. Yeah, remember the Pepsi challenge when they put letters inside the bottle caps and you had to spell out the word challenge with your Pepsi bottle and nobody could get the N. Remember that? Nobody could get the N like that. Like you would have the word, it'd be CHALLEGE. Nobody in Jersey City or nobody that I knew could get the N right for the Pepsi challenge. But anyway, hey, salute Ty Bobby. What's good? So anyway, I'm talking about stuff like, the space shuttle tragedy and some stuff. And she is just listening to me talk on and on, on and on, on and on. So she grabbed my hand and she was gorgeous too. She was a runner, right? And I know this is a little touchy with people, but it was the first time that I actually was talking to a white girl, right? And it was her first time. She was like, "Are you black? You look Samoan." And I was like, "Samoan? Me?" Anyway, she's like, "I never dated a Samoan guy before." And it didn't, nothing in my mind just went, I was just enamored with her. I was like, "You have blonde hair." Anyway, so we're on the beach and thank you, GI, because you don't slow down the story. So anyway, she was like, "Hey, have you ever tried this?" And she put powder on my nose. I was like, "I don't do drugs." And so I'm trying not to breathe. And it's like, I'm like, "Oh my God." And then my heart start racing. I was like, "Did you?" I don't do stuff like that. I'm Uncle Freezy. I don't do stuff like that. Right? So I'm like I'm at the thing, trying to watch my face and all kind of stuff. And then I see the girl way out in the water, and it's like storm clouds that came up or whatever. And we were in like Northern California, storm clouds coming up. And they were like, "Yo, there's Jenny." She way out there in the water. And she's like waving her hand, and her hand will go down under the water. And I'm like, "Oh my God, she's drowning." So I rip off my clothes, man, and I go swim. I wasn't back then. I wasn't the full figured man I am right now. And right now, you know what I'm saying, a little bit, back then I was probably about 6'5", 180. So I was thinner than CP the artist is right now. Back then, I swim out there, I get her. I'm exhausted because even if you're in the military, if you ever swam in choppy water, when you swim against water, it's like swimming twice the distance. So I grab her, and man, when I get there, I'm like, "Oh my God, I can't make it back." So I swim, I make it back, I pull her to shore. You know what I'm saying? I pull her to shore, man, pull her to the beach. And you know what I'm saying? She ain't breathing. They do this thing on her. She's like, "Oh my God." And then she hugged my neck. She's like, "Oh my God, Uncle Freezy, you saved me." You know what I'm saying? So she saved, I saved her. And then we on the beach, they got this fire going. You know what I'm saying? I'm shivering, like, man, listen, I'm so cold, right? Because, when you think about the beach, you think about sunny skies, hot summer day, you know what I'm saying? All the stuff you think about. But nah, this is like, Anthony D, you ain't funny, bro. Anthony D, you are not funny. Anthony D, you are not funny. So anyway, I'm shivering. I'm like desperately trying to get my breath back. I'm like, oh, I finally come to. And I'm thinking like, this girl did drugs. Right? This is what I'm thinking. Like, this girl did drugs and went in the water. And so I'm thinking like, oh my God. Right. And I'm looking at my friends. I was like, "Yo, why'd y'all let her go in the water after she did, say such and such?" And so we over there, they making these things I had never seen before, where you take like graham crackers and like chocolate and marshmallows and you squeeze them together and like the chocolate melt on top of the graham crackers, right? They're like, Uncle Freezy, you ain't never had these before? I'm like, no. I'm from Jersey City. I had pizza before. You know what I'm saying? I had sub sandwiches before. I had hoagies before. I ain't had no graham crackers, none of that. And so they get me to try it, and I'm like, eat like a bite, like take a bite. I'm like, yo, where in the name of America have y'all been hiding these things from? And the dude's trying to explain to me what they are. But we look up, and the girl is back in the water, right? Back in the water, right? Doing the same thing, bobbing up and down. This time she's twice as far. So I whip off the blanket and I run down the beach and I swim out there to her, right? And I black out. I promise you. And so this is the Pacific Ocean. This is my first time seeing the Pacific Ocean, L. I black out. I don't know how I made it to her, right? I don't know how. When I tell you I don't know how I made it to her, I don't remember how I made it to her, right? Right? So I make it to her, and she's like, oh my God, you're going to save me, right? So she hugs my neck. I'm like, no, not right now. Don't hug my neck. Because we're in the water, right? Don't hug me. Don't hug my neck. You know what I'm saying? You mess around and we get choked out and somebody trying to come get both of us. And I paddle slowly all the way back. And I swear it seems like it took 45 minutes for me to swim all the way back with that girl. Right. So we at the thing, and everybody's like, oh my God, Uncle Freezy's a hero. Uncle Freezy's a hero. He saved her twice. He saved her twice. And she's like, oh my God, I can't believe you saved me twice. I don't know what I was thinking. Right? And for those that just joined in, hey, welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. I'm your man, Uncle Freezy. You jumped in right at Story Time with Uncle Freezy. This is a Knicks channel, and we are going to talk Knicks, but I'm telling a relevant story to the Knicks. So I'm shivering so much that the log I was sitting on at first in front of the fire, I can't. I'm laying down by the fire trying to dry off and trying to get my wind back. Laying down by the fire, right? Laying down by the fire, right? And so these dudes, they're like, yo, have you ever tried these hot dogs on a stick? Just put your, you know what I'm saying? You just poke a hole, you know, and put it over the fire. They taste great, Uncle Freezy. I'm like, bro, they hot dogs. How much can you improve on a hot dog? They fire roast the hot dog, they cook the hot dogs over the open fire. They break a little piece off and give me. I'm like, yo, this is delicious. What in the world? What in the world name of Casey and JoJo? Where y'all been hiding this stuff? Now I'm mad at my family. I'm like, I come out here and eat this chocolate graham cracker and marshmallow cookie smashed up together thing. Nobody never showed me that. That's crazy. The only thing I knew to do with cookies is open up the cream cookie. Like, you know how I got two sides? You take it out and you lick the inside and then you dunk it in milk. That's it. That's all. That's the only trick I knew with cookies. Right? That's the only trick. So I'm like, yo, let me get another piece. And her friend starts screaming, oh my God, Jenny's back in the water. I look, and she is 3 times as far as the first time. Man, I go running out. I rip off the thing. And the dude stopped me. He's like, hey, man, you know what she's trying to do, right? And I'm like, she is trying to see how much a hero I am. He's like, no. I take off. I rip out of his arm. And he's trying to hold me. And so I swim out there. And I get her and I bring her back to shore. And she like, you my hero. And she walk up the beach and she leave. Meanwhile, I'm laying on the beach, gasping for air. Oh, this girl's gonna kill herself out here. Right? I'm gonna throw the link in the chat. I'm throwing the link in the chat because I know Cornerstone Kev got some Frank Ntilikina stuff that he want to talk about. Come on, Cornerstone Kev. Come on. So there he is with a new shirt. I knew it. I knew it. Somebody went shopping. Somebody has been shopping. Somebody has been. G.I., don't you judge me. You got that look on your face.
Nah, no, hold on. Hold on.
No,
hold on. No. You demanded we sit there and listen to that story. God damn it, you gonna tell us what the moral was.
Bro. First of all, I'm embarrassed that I told that story. I'm embarrassed. You know why?
Salute to the fellas, man. Good to see y'all this fine morning, man. We woke up on the right side of the bed, man.
Right.
God bless. Breezy, you, bro, I love you to death. Like AB said, you out there. Choo!
Yo,
Bro.
Breezy, I'm gonna ask you something, fam. Okay? And I love story time. Don't get it twisted. But I'm gonna need you to have your own theme music on the intro and the outro for story time. Okay?
Right.
Because for those of the people in this chat who are sitting here going, Freezy needed a graham cracker to activate his battery to save another human life. Like, for real. You should be ashamed of yourself, my man.
Hey, D, but the thing is, I had never heard of s'mores. Bro, I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey. I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey, bro. I ain't never heard of s'mores.
Dude, I'm literally picturing you stopping, running in the water, eating a graham cracker and stuff before you run into the water, family.
Right.
You don't understand it.
But what I'm saying is I was so naive, bro. It was my first time hollering at a white girl, right? It was my first time. I didn't know. And I'm not saying that to be racist or whatever. It's just the circumstance was what it was. You know what I'm saying? And I was so enamored with her, and she was so enamored with trying to kill herself that I messed up her opportunity. That's what she was trying to do. And me, like a fool, I was going out there trying to save her. That's what it was. Like, how'd she get out there? Because think about it. How did she get that far out in the water without anybody noticing? Think about what I'm saying. And then after we saved her a couple times, she was back in the water farther. That's what people miss. Because you know what? My sister explained it to me. I told my sister the story. Like 2 years later, she was like, "Hey, you stupid. She was trying to kill herself. And you messed it up." And I was like, "No, she wasn't trying to kill herself. She was a good girl. She would never try anything like." And I was like, and the more I thought about it, I was like,
So how would you have felt if something really happened to this girl, knowing that those things are life and death, matter of time, and you wasted precious seconds having a s'mores before you ran?
No, I was recovering. Like when I like we was on the beach, like all of us were on the beach, and they introduced me to the s'mores, and while I was eating it, she was sneaking out in the water, trying to drown herself. Right?
Yeah.
And then so I threw off the blanket, threw the s'mores down. Well, I didn't throw it down. I placed it down carefully because I ain't never had one before. And I wanted to make sure I placed it down real gently just to make sure it was straight when I got back. So, but yeah, man, that's what it was, man. That's what it was. And if it wasn't for Cornerstone Kev, pestering me, I would have never had told that story. So Kev, you are the person that prompted the Jenny story. Next time you say Frank Ntilikina, I'm gonna tell that Jenny story. We can't.
Kev, you on mute,
His
man.
mic is out. Kev, since your mic is out, I need you to call me. I've been trying to hit you up this whole time. I need you to call me ASAP. I'm sorry to do this, y'all. We got some amazing Knicks stuff happening in the few, and this is why I need Kev to call me.
That's the reason why.
Can you do us a
How
favor?
smart is Kev? He been talking to himself this whole time without his headphones. What do we got going on?
I gotta see it. Kevin amazing in the same sentence. I gotta see it.
Yeah, man. You know what it is? You know what it is? It's the way he's sitting down at that desk and that light is shining off his head. So you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like
Evergreen.
Like
ain't
Freezy
right,
got
man.
the light on his head, but it's kind of dull because it's coming from the
He ain't got no light. That's why.
Yeah.
He ain't got no light. He ain't got no light.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of light. Well, that's that fluorescent.
He does not
light
have.
bulb.
He does not have any light. That's why.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it's coming from the screen. But you got the fluorescent light bulb, and now the headset is giving you like a little aura. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the gap in between. Like your bald head is not touching the top of the headset, so it's like a little gap right there.
Hey, yo,
amazing. It looks amazing.
I'm at Mission Control waiting for the mothership to come on down to land. You know what I'm saying?
Well, while you waiting, brother, I'm about to get off of here. I need you to call me because we got something serious in the works right now for the community. Big Freezy, you know what's going on. Keep it quiet, though. We're not ready to talk about it yet. But Kev, I need you right away.
Kev, right away means right away, bro.
Right away means I'm about to hang up right now, and I need you to call me.
Hey, Evergreen G.
Stuff going down.
Evergreen G.
Understood.
From the outside looking in, Kev doesn't have the same energy you have about this project. So I hope it's as great as you say.
Wow.
Wow.
Now, CGI, I expected this from like a CP, the artist. I expect this from you. Right. I haven't expected from AD. You know what? AD is like a velociraptor, always creeping up and everything, you know, and waiting for the kill. AD, yes.
All right, so look at it like this, guys.
Sell Frank properly on the T-shirts that he's aiming to make for the first game. That's why they need you, man. You know, you're the head of the hive. They can't do anything without you.
Exactly.
So wait. Did Cornerstone Kev mention Frank? Because if he did, I'm about to tell his Jenny story again.
No, he did.
Thank you.
Okay, all right.
Thank you.
But G.I., did you know? Did you have a sense that this girl was trying to kill herself when I was telling you the story? No, right?
I just think she got her mind wasn't in the right place.
Yeah, did I mention the part where she tried to get me to toot? She tried to get me on some powder. I was like, no, girl, I don't do that. I don't do drugs. I'm Uncle Freezy. I'm all American, baby.
Honestly, I wish you hadn't mentioned none of it, but that's none of my business.
Hey, man, there's a moral to that story, G.I. There's a moral. G.I., you are a hater.
We are waiting for this moral. You ain't gonna start a story and leave it right where it's at, family.
I gotta leave it right there because she walked off the beach and I never saw her again. The third time I saved her, she walked off the beach and I never saw her again. The moral of the story is Trae Young and the Hawks are a lot deeper than what we think, and I think they're going to be a problem for the Knicks, especially in their explosive spurts.
So what you are saying is that you have no trust in Tibbs' gameplay. That's what you're pretty much saying.
Hey man, if you are alluding to Frank Ntilikina, then I'm gonna tell this Jenny story again.
I am not alluding to anything.
What he's saying, Kev, Kev, is call me. That's what he's saying. He's saying call me.
And I'm about to.
All right. I'm out of here.
I'm about to right now.
Big family. I love y'all. I just had to jump on here because I had to make a connection. I'm out of here. I'll talk to y'all on the flip. We got something super exciting coming. I can't announce it just yet, but we got something super exciting coming. Y'all keep your eyes and ears open.
It can't do better than s'mores and hot dogs. That's the damn sure.
S'mores
It's not s'mores and hot dogs.
Better than that.
It's not s'mores and hot dogs. Peace and love, y'all. I'm out of here.
All right. 2 minutes.
But
listen. What I'm saying,
Kev,
and I'm not even using my boy's name in there. I'm not even using my boy's in there. Tibbs has proven that he doesn't need my boy.
Kev,
He doesn't need my boy. He doesn't need my boy.
Kev, did you say hello?
What do you mean did I say hello? I had to defend myself.
Did you say hello?
I actually did say hello.
Did you bring some P-Funk? Did you bring some P-Funk? Because I don't remember hearing it.
This is a story about a dog. Oh, dang, I don't even know the full words. Atomic dog. Atomic dog. Da did when you're walking down the street. Notes complete. Nothing but a dog.
Again.
Wow, 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 yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. Bow wow, wow, yippee yo, yippee yay, bow wow, yippee yo, yippee yay. I'm coming.
And so he said something that wasn't true. He said, Uncle Freezy don't have enough light, but if he don't know that I'm frat, I always bring light. That's why I am frat.
Listen. Everybody has a little light under the sun, under the sun, under the sun, under the sun.
There we go. LT, what's good?
What's up, fellas? Yo, I'm disappointed. Y'all know I'm not gonna be here next week when y'all come, right?
Where you going?
I gotta go to New York. I'll be in New York that weekend for Memorial Day weekend.
Oh.
I'm be in New York on Friday. I'm in New York on Friday.
Yeah.
I was hoping that the game was gonna be this week. Mama, I told you that the other day, Cass.
Right.
Yeah.
You go from playing on Sunday.
Hey man, I'm not gonna be down there either because that's my wedding anniversary weekend.
Yeah, man, that kind of pissed me off because
22 years. Thanks, bro.
I didn't pull the trigger on my ticket. I didn't pull the trigger on my tickets because I didn't have there was no date set. Now just imagine if I'd have pulled the trigger on the ticket, I'd be out of my money right now.
Right. I get it.
We will be there. Yeah. But to what I was talking about Frank Ntilikina, we don't want to. If I have Frank, bro, I'm telling that Jenny story, and I'm doing it on ISOCAM.
You know, on the real, Tibbs already talked about it yesterday, so I ain't got to say nothing.
Okay, so when I was 19 or 20 years old.
And GI, to your point, last night, because I saw you in the chat on Sim's show. You know, I didn't talk bad about your boy last night. You know that.
You did. Every show
I did not.
LP, yes, you did. What about
I did not. Go to the receipt. Go to the receipts. Go to receipts.
You was trying to come up with scenarios.
I was not trying to come up with nothing. Not a thing.
LP didn't have to start.
No, I did. I said if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I said if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
You said that to me and AD, but then you went on the other fancy shows.
No. Get the receipt.
Let me tell you what happens. These guys come on some of these shows just to get their warm up and make sure they sound right.
Yeah.
They use us as microphone check, and then when they get then they got their point that they stick to them. I see what's going on.
No, it ain't nothing going on. Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
So you saying you come on Showtime at the Apollo to warm up for American Bandstand?
Bam.
It's showtime.
Wow.
Get up out your seat at the Apollo.
So let me get this straight. You're questioning my loyalty to you and Sam. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Is that where we're going?
No.
Is that what we're doing?
We questioning this whole Frank thing was really good.
I said on Sim's show, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I said that we can't afford to be in a deficit when Rose comes in.
And then you started.
If we are in the deficit, what is Frank gonna do? Frank gonna score 30 points to get us out of the deficit?
He don't need to score 30. I'm just asking for defense from him. And again,
somebody help me. I don't understand.
Yo, you mentioned him. I didn't.
Frank about to eat a s'mores and activate and roll in
Yo, hey,
and guard all 5 guys. He taking all shots. He about to look like Teen Wolf from the 80s. He about to do the whole thing.
Wow.
Stop it.
Wow.
but hey,
Stop
but I'm just a little ghetto boy from, you know what I'm
A
saying?
little
I mean,
ghetto.
I mean, hey, yo, y'all act like y'all had s'mores before. You maybe hey.
We had a fresh air fun in Newark where they took us to
S'mores
the
before we word up. We had fresh air fun growing up in New York.
Oh, y'all used to go to Bear Mountain?
Huh?
Y'all used to go to
Yeah,
Bear
we were
Mountain?
all through the Poconos, all through the
I used to go to Bear Mountain. It's
Poconos,
the fish too,
all
Freeze.
through the Catskills. But
Oh,
anyway, at the end of
man.
the day, I've had
They need
s'mores.
to bring that back for these kids, yo. For real, for real.
Yeah, I went to Bear Mountain. We used to go to Bear Mountain about once a year. But that was school. That was a school-based thing.
Y'all
Like,
ain't make s'mores? Oh, okay, maybe it was
nah.
school. Maybe it was school, so they didn't want to start no fires.
Bro, we didn't even have Oreos. We had the Oreo knockoffs. Then we have Oreos. We had Here We Goes.
Here we go.
We had Here We Goes, bro.
Not those. Here we go.
Here We Goes, yeah.
No, what he's doing now, he's distracting from the fact that he did not have a moral to that story. And whatever it is, he just wanted to tell it.
Bro, the moral to the story is, and I was trying to do ... The moral to the story is, for things that are gonna happen, let it be. For things that are gonna happen, let it be. That's the moral of the story.
Okay, Beatles. Okay, Beatles.
So you should have let her die.
No. What I'm saying is she was so intent on doing that, she probably did it anyway. I never saw again after that. You ain't ever heard the Phil Collins song, "In the Air Tonight"?
In the air, no.
You're a little morbid though. I just touched my heart like.
Bro, you ain't never saw Kev. You ain't never heard.
Oh no. That's not that. That's
In the Air Tonight.
No, it's another title. It's another title.
No,
it's
okay.
I could feel it coming in. Oh, what did you say? You said internet. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. You gotta listen to me. I know a little something. I know a little something.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
So what I'm saying, for things that are gonna happen, let it be. I'm not saying that if something like that's gonna happen like that, if it's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What I'm getting at is this. What I'm getting at is this. For things, some things that are gonna happen, some things you just gotta, because no matter how many times I saved her, she was still gonna try it. Basically, is what I'm getting at. No matter how many times I saved her. Remember, I saved her like 3 times.
Well, I got a nice term for you. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink.
Well, that's true too. That's true too. That's true too. So, but the thing is with the Hawks and the Knicks, bro. With the Hawks and the Knicks, I think the Hawks' depth is going to be a problem for us. I think the Knicks, if the Knicks come out with a stalled offense, it's gonna play right into the hands of a slack Atlanta Hawks defense.
But
you know what I mean?
You're selling our team a little short.
No, Kev.
We have handled every obstacle. And we've handled these guys 3 times. Now, if this was like Philly or Brooklyn or Miami, you'd have a perfect argument. But we've handled this team already.
LT, I never said we were gonna lose. By the way,
I know you never said it, but when you
I can't front that. I'm not afraid of this team. I'm not. I'm really not. And I know the Knicks players ain't.
Look what's in the building. Someone's calling me delusional. Someone's calling me delusional because I feel as though that
is GI frozen?
Yeah, I think GI is frozen.
Okay.
I think he is. All because the facts show of what we've done to this team, and I'm delusional. Ah, boy,
you're not delusional, but I'm with you on this one, Fab. I hate to agree, but I'm kind of with you. I'm not afraid of them.
It's
I'm not afraid.
I'm not afraid.
Maybe because we come from a different cloth. That I just don't. It comes down to key things in the playoffs, right? Anybody that watch playoff basketball, and I think us three right here. I don't know where GI went, but I know us four, wherever GI went. We old enough to see enough playoff basketball in our lifetime to know.
Hey, GI,
regular season.
No, I'm not frozen. I'm not frozen. I want to speak, but you can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Hear you, but your video is not up to. Okay, my bad.
And people keep saying regular season goes out the window. Fine, you can say that.
So
go ahead.
Key things is this in the playoffs, right, Kev? Key things is this in the playoffs. Rebound, right? You gotta keep the land off the boards, right? If you keep the land off the boards, then you give yourself extra possessions to score the basket. If you're going to give them extra possessions, then they're going to win the game. That's any team. I don't care if it's the Hawks. I don't care who it is. You got to keep them off the board. You can't let Clint Capella get off, right?
Yeah.
You got to protect the pick and roll. That's what you're going to see. In the playoffs, the game slows down. You're going to see a lot of pick and roll.
Wait, LT, how are you going to stop Atlanta's pick and roll?
You don't think Tibbs has
they got to go over the pick. You can't go under the pick, first of all. And our bigs got to stay at home. It was a play I pointed out Saturday with Todd Gibson stayed at home. He didn't bite on the pick and roll. He stayed at home. And if you watch, all he's going to do is just back up with Clint Capella. When Clint Capella goes to space, he's just going to back up with him. That's how you stay at home. You don't switch and have Todd Gibson on Trey Young. You can't do that switch. You're going to get cooked all the time. And that's how we was getting cooked the last game. You can't do that switch. So, and you're going to have a lot of help defense. Our other big men are going to have to read and see what's going on, too.
And Freeze, here's another thing. Tibbs is up until 3 o'clock in the morning trying to devise a plan to stop that pick and roll that you're talking about. I'm putting all my chips on Tibbs before I put it on Nate McMillan. How's Nate McMillan going to stop Randall? We always talking about stopping the pick and roll. How are they going to stop Randall?
I'm gonna tell you how they stop Randall. Right. I'm gonna tell you how they stop Randall right now. Right. So first of all, how you stop Randall is instead of having Clint Capella guard Nerlens Noel, which is a waste of time, you have their best interior defender guard Julius Randle, Clint Capella guard Randall. Right.
And he'll still eat him. And he'll still eat him.
Him. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm saying, so how is Randall going to kill Capella? How?
From the outside.
He's going
to from the outside.
Collins, not Clint Capella.
Oh, really? Really? So, yeah.
Hey, what's up, dude? What's up, dude?
Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean seriously? I'm being serious. We're not going to act like Capella's not a good defender.
Right.
He's going to have a little more trouble.
He's probably a good defender, but I'm telling you, nobody on that Hawks team can handle Julius Randle.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that.
But so here's the thing. Here's the thing. When we played them in a regular season, he was defended by Gallinari types, by John Collins types. In the playoffs, when Nerlens Noel offers you zero offense, why waste a great defender on somebody that can't score? What they're going to do is probably, and I don't know if they're going to do it straight away, but it makes the most sense. They're going to put a mobile big in Clint Capella, who's not much bigger than Julius Randle. They're going to put their mobile defending big on Julius Randle, right? And if Randle at any point starts to cook, they're going to bring the double team with John Collins, who's not a great defender, but he's agile, right? And so what that means is you bring John Collins, that means Nerlens Noel will be wide open for three.
Well, he's not going to take the three, but what that's going to do, if what you're saying is true, that's going to leave a shooter open. And how No, it's no.
You Kev, you keep cutting me. You were cutting me off. You didn't let me finish. You didn't let me finish.
Okay,
you didn't let me finish.
Whoa, hey guys, come on now.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. You start with Clint Capella on Julius Randle, right? And if you have to bring the double team, you bring the double team from a non-shooter. So you bring John Collins to double team Julius to have him outlet to a cat like Nerlens Noel, who first of all can't catch, let alone shoot, right? Let alone shoot. You paste everybody else if you're the Hawks. Like Herder is going to be pasted on RJ Barrett. Trae Young will be on Elfrid Payton, right? And that plays right into the Atlanta Hawks' hands because we have another non-offensive player at point, right? Elfrid Payton. And I'm not knocking Elfrid Payton. I'm just saying his contributions.
You really are. I mean, when you say it like that,
hey, Duke, you see what I mean? You see what I mean by he ain't let me finish?
I'm just trying to, I'm just trying to get
I know what Kevin
come on, let's go.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. So you start with my man on Randall, Collins on Noel, Trae Young on Elfrid Payton, and when Julius Randle looks to pass out of the double team, then you get it into the hands of non-shooters with a lot of time left off the shot clock, right? And then when he passes it out, you get my guy, I keep forgetting his name. What's his name? No, the center. I keep forgetting his name. Dang, I'm getting old.
Capella.
You get Capella to front and deny Julius Randle the ball.
He just doesn't have good perimeter defense. He's not like too quick.
Who talking about Capella?
Yeah.
I'm not asking him that. What I'm saying is I'm not asking him to do that. I think that the strategy is force the Knicks to take a lot of time off the shot clock and then force RJ Barrett, Elfrid Payton, and Reggie Bullock to create off the dribble and force up shots late in the shot clock. Get by forcing the ball out of Julius Randle's hands by putting your best defender on Julius Randle from the outset. Now when you bring offense to the game, right? When you bring in Derrick Rose, Alec Burks, you can't do that. Right? You can't do that because that plays right into their hands where you want them to break down a defender one-on-one to get a basket. But you can't do that with Elfrid Payton on the floor.
So again, who's to say if Alfred's going to be in there the whole time? Who's to say that Alfred's going to be in there throughout the whole first quarter? Who's to say that Tibbs won't bring Rose in sooner? And to everything that you just said, who's to say that Tibbs won't counter what you just said?
But he will, Kev. That's what I'm telling you.
He always subs EP out probably with 4 minutes left, 5 minutes left.
But who's to say that won't happen sooner?
But Kev, what I did though, I qualified it. I said you can't do that when Tibbs bring in offense, when he brings in Alec Burks and Derrick Rose, because that plays right into their hands.
So what plays into?
I said that already.
Plays into our hands.
Yes.
Okay. So, who's going? Who is going? What is McMillan going to do to counter that? So you're throwing stuff out there, and cats here on the chat here calling me delusional, but don't understand that Tibbs has this already worked out.
Bro,
he already has this worked out.
He can't. You got to see it first.
And you can't use the thing. Well, Tibbs isn't playing. It's the players. They follow everything that the coach says.
But that's not what I said.
And not just that, you gotta think about it too. He could have a whole game plan, but the Hawks haven't made the playoffs either. You don't really know exactly what they're gonna do.
Right.
They're gonna change something up, so you're gonna have to adjust within the games.
Right. And for another example, if they run that defense and Julius Randle eats against that, they'll back out of it and do something different.
They might get rattled. You never know.
Right, but what I'm saying
is here's the thing. Game 1 is going to be a feeling out. It's going to be a feeling out game.
Right.
And then the second game, it's going to be the adjustments. And then let's say we go up 2-0 and we go to Atlanta. Now Atlanta has already two games of film to watch to try and make it a series.
Right.
And then let's say they do win game 3. Let's give them. I think they'll sweep, and I'm sure.
No, they ain't gonna. No, they ain't gonna game 3.
I think they will.
Knicks in 6.
No, they ain't gonna be there. I'm gonna be there.
So what if they?
We asking, right, Kev? Listen to this. We asking the team in Atlanta Hawks that don't play defense to all of a sudden now they're going to be defensive team.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way.
Exactly. Now, if this was Miami, even though I don't fear them, but I do have concerns. If this was Miami, or Brooklyn, or Milwaukee, or Philly, I'd be with y'all 100%. But the body of work that we've done against this team tends for me to believe, even if it is the playoffs, that we can get this team. I would have concern if they would have won a game against us. They did not.
The thing that changed with their team,
go ahead, Bill.
With the coach, right? With the coach, right? The thing that changed, they're still the same team that people thought that was going to be where they at right now, right? So all Nick McMillan did was stop going heavy, Trae Young heavy, and started making sure he get the rest of the team involved. That's only that changed from the team. You know, not so much ISO Trae Young all day, where John Collins and the boys was getting frustrated that they wasn't getting the ball. So all he did was just make sure that them other guys got involved and spread the offense out a little bit more. But like I said, you ask the team that doesn't play defense to play defense. I don't care one person. If Clint Capella is so-called defensive person, that's one person. You understand what I'm saying? But you need the whole team. It has to be a team. It has to be a team effort. And once you make Trae Young play defense, that's how you slow a guy like Trae Young down. On the mismatch, when our offense, we get the switch where where Trae Young has to go all day. RJ will take his butt down in the post and work him. And what happens when you make a dude that plays that don't play?
What kind of switching are you doing?
Yeah,
LT, what kind of switching? I feel you.
In the 3 games we did not, I don't think we even saw that happen once.
Right.
Like it might happen with a rare occasion.
First of all, like the main thing the first thing we got to look at is we got to give Trae Young credit for being a good NBA player, right? And we got to give Clint Capella credit for being a good defender, right? The thing about what LT said, and it makes sense, but it goes right into what I'm saying, like in a playoff series, you got to push your best pieces forward. In the chess reference, like Clint Capella is their best defending big, right? Julius Randle is our most effective offensive scoring big, right?
Averaging 40 points.
Huh?
Averaging 40 points.
40 points?
Yes.
38 against them.
38 against me.
Right.
38.
Right.
Thank you, Frederick.
Right. And I saw a lot of that was versus John Collins. I saw that. I saw the games. I watched them, bro. So you're telling me that they have this stuff on tape and are going to allow Julius Randle to come in and average 38 points against John Collins and not put their best defending big on Julius Randle to make an adjustment.
And I'm telling
you, I would love to see that. Please.
Yeah,
I would love to see them pick Capella on Julius Randle. He will cook them all day. I would love to see that. Hard, come out there, set the screen, make Clint Capella guard Randle and watch him work. Watch him go to work. You see how he cooked Anthony Davis? And Clint Capella's not Anthony Davis.
Nah, but
Anthony Davis on skates. He had that boy on skates on freeze.
Thank you.
You talking about John Collins, right?
Clint Capella's no Anthony Davis.
Yeah, he muscled up. He muscled up John Collins. Huh? Okay.
I'm talking about Capella. If Clint Capella got to come out and guard Randle, if we get that matchup, he's going to have him on skates. He's going to have him on skates.
Okay.
I mean, like LT, you said that.
It's a lot of valid points being made. I just been the thing for me, the Florida game for me is going to be, how much of the pace of play will Trae Young be able to dominate, because he's capable and he wants it, and because it would be hard. We'd have to really work to get the ball out of his hands. I saw some great things that the Lakers did last night, and I was wondering if we were capable of how they were able sometimes to flush the ball out of Steph's hands, and we might have to do the same and make some other people create. Glad they don't have Rondo anymore,
right?
But they do have other decent players. But I really don't fear them defensively, though. We've really been able to, RJ, they have a hard time with RJ. We haven't talked about that. Right. They don't have that wing that gives RJ that trouble around the bucket. So that's going to be a problem for them. And I'm just wondering if we're going to continue to be that 3-and-D team, because that's what we become. We're going to have to hit a lot of three-pointers. I mean, I'm thinking 46, 47% from three to win these games, because if you look at the streak, that's what we've shot. When we're playing well, that's what we shoot. And that's a big number.
Yeah. And to your point, GI, in the beginning of the season, we were going to be known as a defensive team. Now we have both to coincide with each other. We have offense and defense.
Okay, so did anybody watch the Celtics game, the last game of the season?
Yeah.
So my fear is, another thing that I'm scared about is
taking the foot off
Hawks. No, the Hawks dragging us out into deep water, right? And what I mean by deep water for us is running up and down the floor, like in those halves that we score 60 points in a half. We never match. We never go back in unless it's a very subpar team. But when we score 60 points in a half, we always, or a lot of times, we can't score in the second half.
Honestly,
we're out of gas. And the Celtics proved it. We scored 60 points in the first half, and then we scored 40 points in the second half.
I think
against scrubs.
Yeah, and I think those scrubs.
That's right. You can't look at that game. You can't look at that game like that, especially when that game was heavy featured. It featured RJ Barrett, was the featured Nick that day. Everybody knew that who watched the game. It was a number that was being called the whole entire game. I think Ray only took 7 shots that game, and it was the reason why. I guess it was they reward for RJ playing all 72 games, and it was RJ heavy ball. And you can't get wrapped up into that last game. They never played with a sense of urgency. They were just out there just playing. So I won't. They took that game and they threw that film away. And I dare anybody to use that as a stepping stone against us. We'll cook them. I dare somebody to use that film, but that film was not our way. How we play. We play our game.
So I am going to use that game as an example. And what my point was not that game per se. My point was, when teams drag us out into deep water, we just can't score as effectively in the second half. And I use that game as an example to prove my point. I didn't use that game as a point, but to prove a point that I made by saying when the Knicks run up and down the floor in the first half, they're not able to maintain that same pace offensively and defensively in the second half. Right, because in that game, no, I'm saying the Knicks need to play their style of ball and not get into a track meet, and the Atlanta Hawks want to get into a track meet. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying the Knicks need to beat themselves and try not to let the Hawks beat themselves, because y'all
we have to force them to be who they're not.
We have to force them to slow down. And play in the half court,
right?
And not jack up threes, but work for every shot that they get. But the Knicks do that anyway on offense. We do that anyway, so that'll be right. That's in our nature. But if we start running up and down the floor, jacking threes and long rebounds, leading the outlets, and people dunking at the other end, RJ Barrett getting dunks at the other end, and the halftime score is 68-65, we doomed.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mean to change this. I'm sitting here laughing at my son. We giving out the COVID. I be giving out the COVID shots at the job, right? So I told you that the film crew. I told you that the film crew was going to be here this week. So they got my high uppers got them to come take the shot. So she's like, they're looking for my son because I got my son at the job working. So they say, oh, come on, take the shot. He like, nah, I'm good. I'm scared. He's scared of needles. But meanwhile, he got a whole sleeve of tattoos. And he's scared to go get a needle.
Hey man, it's the millennials, man. The millennials. Better take that shot.
When my back is against the wall, I'll go.
Right? Exactly. Yeah, man. I just think it's gonna be a fun series, and I really think that we're gonna put them out of their misery. I really do. I think we're gonna put them out of their misery.
What misery that they have right now?
I think we'll prevail. I don't know about putting them out of misery, but I just think the matchups favor us. You know, they just favor us. You know, I just feel they favor us.
Yeah, and Freeze, who's more physical, us or them?
Us.
Okay. Trae Young's gonna get manhandled. I'm telling you right now. But what I do fear is that these refs give him all the calls. That's what I do fear.
What I fear is this, because he's gonna get calls, man. He's gonna get calls. I mean, ain't nothing, ain't nothing.
No matter how many it is, it's gonna be decreased, but he's still gonna get it.
My fear is when the 3-pointer is not falling, what are we gonna do for offense?
Well,
because
I think it is. I don't think we're a team now where we hope that the 3-point is falling. Because I believe now that the 3-point is like that's one of our arsenals.
3-pointer is fool's goal. 3-pointer will always be fool's goal, and I'll be glad we're not built like that. But we have to be a team full of tricks because we don't have the talent. So that is how we're getting.
Okay, I disagree, GI, because when
let me build my case nice and strong. So when you disagree, I give you some meat on the bone.
I thought you were done. I apologize.
We never dealt with you. You always got to be pushed back. At least you're consistent.
Your face, man.
So no, we don't have a lot of talent. So what we're doing is that 3-point is becoming an arsenal for us. And we are playing high defense, and it's becoming our identity. But we definitely, don't have a lot of relying on RJ, and he has to shoot at a high level from 3-point. We need Obi to knock a few down. When Obi's knocking 1 or 2 down, everybody's got to knock them down. Burks has got to shoot very high. Bullocks has got to be out of his mind. If you pay attention to the Knicks' best game, you look up and down at our, top 7 or 8 guys, and you almost see perfection, and that's what we need. And that's just a tall order that's got all 7 or 8 guys to come out and play perfect every night. And that's what the skepticism you see in Uncle Freezy, and that's what you hear him trying to have dialogue with you about. I've been quiet, but y'all been fighting them. Y'all been fighting them so hard that you basically got to be careful because some of you putting together arguments as if we're an NBA championship contender,
like we the Monstars, yeah. So, but my point to it,
I'm just saying against this team.
So my point to it is we have to win matchups. We can't come in here as blinded Knicks fans saying, "Hey, we won 41 games." We have to understand there are some matchups we're going to lose. And there are some matchups we need to win. Like the Trae Young matchup, we know that's a loss because Elfrid Payton is not going to play better than Elfrid Payton, right? Mm-hmm. Period. So we have not concede that. We hope Elfrid Payton plays too neutral with Trae Young. That means Trae Young's game came down and Elfrid Payton's game was elevated, right? But more than likely, that's a matchup that favors the Hawks, right? We want to win the RJ Barrett versus whoever starts at the 2 matchup. We want to win the Reggie Bullock versus whoever starts at the 3 matchup. We want to win the Julius Randle versus whoever starts at the 4 matchup, but we won't win, the Clint Capella versus our 5s matchup. They have 2 matchups in their favor. We have 1 matchup in our favor, 2 that are even, but I think our bench is better than their bench, right? So we want to see if we can win those matchups that are favorable to us, and those that are not, we want to at least play them to neutral.
I agree with that.
Yeah, and one thing for me is the most important thing right now is that none of these teams have made the playoffs in a while.
Right.
And for me, like you like when the bright lights are on, it's the playoffs start. I don't care what anyone says, it's always different how people play. Some people play a lot better, some people play worse in the playoffs, some stay the same. So I just want to see who does that for us, because we can't have people just getting worse during the playoffs. They need to at least stay stable,
right?
Like they were playing before. And I feel like like I know that we won those 3 games against them, and that's definitely like a part of it. But it's like, just like Tip said, the regular season doesn't matter now. It is the playoffs. It's different. But I have us winning in 6, but I do think it's gonna be a little struggle.
Right.
Yeah, here goes stat for you, please. Here goes stat for you real quick for you. You know, like during the regular season when the Knicks was like heading into the All-Star break. So the Knicks was ranked 5th, right, and giving up the 5th most wide open 3-pointers, right? It just that the opponent wasn't knocking down their threes. They would average 37%. So after that, when we started going on our run and getting busy, they started guarding. They was number 1 in guarding the 3-point. They actually posted the 3rd best defensive rating in the second half, right? So allowing 107 points on 100 possessions. They gave up fewer wide open threes, right? But the opponent hit 40% of them threes with hands in their face. You see the difference? So they still, the defense is tighter, but a lot of them shots are the shots that this no. Yes, for the opposing team, you know. So I'll live with that stat. I'll live with the defense. I'll live with the stat of a hand in the face as opposed to being wide open for the 3-point. This just came out in the post. This is in the post right now. This just came out at 10 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, that stat about the leading the league in like opponent field goal percentage, I don't really like care too much about it, just because I always thought it was flawed for us, because we definitely leave so many people wide open and they just don't make shots. Because
that's what they said in the first half of the season was.
Yeah, because that's the way we play defense. Like you see the way RJ plays defense on the wing, where he like has like a foot in the free throw line, and then he like goes back and forth towards the 3-point line and towards the paint. But they always Tibbs likes risking like the shooter and seeing if they're gonna make it or not. And it just hasn't been hitting a good amount of the time.
But it's not.
Now it is.
But now it's not coincidence. It's scheme specific. It's like say all 5 of us are on the floor, right? And Duke and Gi can shoot the 3, right? And then I'm decent, but say Cornerstone Kev is like Frank and he can't shoot and won't shoot, especially in clutch times, right? And say LT can't shoot. When the defense comes out to us, they're making a decision. Do I guard Duke or do I guard Cornerstone Kev who can't shoot? So they guard Duke because Duke can shoot, and they leave a dude that can't shoot open. What the statistics say is that we left an open shooter open. They don't say what percentage that person shoots from the 3-point line. They don't say that he's 26% from 3 or 46% from 3. They just say he's open. Right.
So, Uncle Crazy, you saying we strategically leave guys open?
Yes, we strategically. It's the same. It's the same defense.
It's 100%. That like you could see it when you're watching too, because it's mainly that Tips does it for RJ, because you see how he slacks off more because he doesn't usually have the best shooter, because it's usually Reggie. So Reggie sticks on the player better, because the way it works is that they kind of go into they slack off of the wing that that has the least percentage,
Right.
and that they fear less from making the threes. But when we have been doing it, they like recently, like like when we were versing the Suns, you remember how Jay Crowder was sparking RJ and Mikal
Right.
Bridges.
Right.
That was the defense, but then after you play that defense, since it's a risk, you gotta start sticking on the defense.
Right.
And you see those shots are starting to fall.
Right.
So that is how we've been playing all year.
Yeah, it's risk reward. It's do I leave? For instance, it's I have one defender. Do I guard Devin Booker or do I guard Jay Crowder? I guard Devin Booker, and I gotta live with the fact that Jay Crowder is either going to hit or miss that shot. Right? I can't just say run a defense to stop the pick and roll, and then on a kick out I'm going to leave Devin Booker open to cover Jay Crowder. That don't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It's one of those things. It's risk reward. You just because a guy is every open 3-point shooter is not the same. I mean, it is what it is. So.
And one thing for that is like you kind of notice it more as the season was going on, but people were like complaining in like moments when they saw like RJ giving up open threes, but if you look at it, like obviously if you're in the game and you're RJ, you would think to defend up on it if it was like just normal defense, but you could clearly see that it's a way that you're being told to defend.
Right.
It's not just you not understanding that they're obviously getting open threes.
Right. Right. And it also depends, and Duke, you absolutely right, because it also depends on how many points in the paint we're giving up. Do you remember the Phoenix game? You remember how DeAndre Ayton was killing us?
Yeah, he was
in the paint, right? And so Tibbs was rotating a wing defender to stop this dude from rolling to the basket. And then as soon as he did that, Jay Crowder started hitting threes in the corner, right? Because that's the part of this. It's like
he was lighting it up.
Yeah, it's and to Phoenix's credit, they were like, we're gonna body blow the Knicks until they can't take it no more, and then once they do it, just kick out to the corner, and the person penetrating, it's an easy pass for them because they turn the corner and they see RJ Barrett right there. They know they got one decision to make. Do I throw up a floater or do I pass this ball out to the corner for three? Right.
And here's the thing. So I did the how much everyone's doing from three. In our starting lineup, you have three guys that are averaging over 40% from three. You got RJ at 40, you got Randall at 41, and you got Bullocks at 41. The only one lowest out of the starting five is Peyton at 28. Off the bench,
was Peyton shooting from three?
28. So in other words, you don't want Atlanta's game plan would have him. You would want him to shoot threes. You would want him to shoot threes.
Dude, ain't that what I said with the defense? Mm-hmm. Remember I said the defense with Clint Capella on Julius Randle. Do you remember me saying that?
But what I'm also saying is that out of those three, I mean, out of that starting lineup, when Randle passes out, he's going to be looking for either RJ and Bullock. But the thing about with Tibbs is that he's going to say, if you got the shot, you got to take it. So expect Peyton to try and attempt it. We're not going to like it. We're going to hate it, but we're going to have to live with the consequences with that. Now, on the bench, you have you pretty much have like five guys that are shooting. Wait a minute, let me see. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3 that are shooting close to 40%, and you have two guys that shoot over 40%.
Yeah, two guys.
Quickly, he's at 39. Rose is at 38. Burks is at 41. Frank is at 48. And Obi's at 30. The lowest one is Gibson at 20. And I think all of us would agree.
Frank is the best shooter on the team?
at 3 points. Yeah, exactly.
I'm asking, dude. So Frank is the best 3-point shooter on the team.
Yeah.
I hate when people say that. It's annoying. You gotta stop saying that because of the attempt. He has been, and I don't hate Frank. I like Frank, but it's like you can't be using that when he doesn't shoot as much. But he has been shooting better. I'm gonna say that. But one thing that is good, like since his playoff time.
But what did the numbers say though? The numbers say he's the best 3-point shooter in the league.
Yeah.
No,
That's
ridiculous.
The best is what's his name? Tony Snell. Tony Snell is shooting 57%, but it's on like 2.6 attempts. Like he's shooting crazy from 3.
Right.
And the field.
Yeah.
Hey, what team does Tony Snell play for?
The Hawks.
The Atlanta Hawks. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And
why did
what's it
hey,
called?
Didn't he come from Milwaukee?
Milwaukee, yeah. You don't know the meme of how like he dropped like 0 points, like 0 stats and everything, and people always like posted it. Like they use it on Twitter all the time when someone like is wrong all the time. But he actually is like a volume shooter. Like I have not seen him miss that much. He barely misses.
Right.
But
barely misses, yeah.
A good thing for us is the thing is that they do have good wing defenders.
Mm-hmm.
But RJ has still been known to do good. Yeah, multiple, and he's still been known to do good against them. Like his whole career, he's done good against the Hawks.
Right.
But one main thing that is valuable for us is that I don't know if you guys know this, but RJ is top 5 in miles in the league, or like distance in the league, like running wise, whatever, and he's top 5 in contested threes made. So especially when there's tougher defense, that's something we gotta look at, because he's definitely gonna need to be shooting more, because I don't see like too many open guys being that are usually open being open.
Right.
Like,
hey, did you see
better defense?
Did you see him do it? You see Frank doing step backs now? Step back threes?
Yeah.
I'm like,
the first time I saw it was just funny. I don't.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
Hey, what did you say? What did you say just now?
This Frank step back threes.
So when I was 19 or 20 years old, I went to California for the first time ever. It was my first time seeing the Pacific Ocean.
I can't.
It was my first time seeing the Pacific Ocean, right? And so my friends, they were like, "Yo, I know some friends up at the beach." Hey, so Duke, what happened was I told Cornerstone Kev, if you bring up Frank one more time, I was gonna tell the drowning girl stories. I was like, I'm gonna tell the drowning girl story every time you bring up Frank Ntilikina.
I can't, man. I can't.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Hey, real quick, and I want to ask how to do this.
So Frank is the best. So Frank is the best 3-point shooter on the team.
Yeah, he is. We had a talk last night. Is anybody afraid of Randall losing his cool against the refs?
Yes, I've been saying that for a while. Cause the thing to me is that not even just refs in general, like he just gets frustrated like in the first play of the game. It's weird to me, because like you see, like I'll give you the Hornets game for example. You remember when Cody Zeller fouled him and he was just like holding him so he doesn't fall. He like just swipes his hand like fully across his body, like when he was just helping him like stabilize. Like he's been doing that a few times, and it's like he gets frustrated and he starts like going at the ref and jawing at him. And then when someone else on the team does it, he gets mad and he's like, "Oh no, don't do it." So he gotta like not be a little hypocritical in that sense, and he has to just like chill out, because if you do that in the playoffs, I don't want him getting like texts and just playing off of full frustration every single time.
Yeah, I was saying last night that the temperature of attitudes in the playoffs is at an all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
And unless you're like a Kobe or a Jordan, or even I want to throw LeBron in there, but unless you're those guys, they're gonna throw you out if you show them up. They're gonna kick you out. So
my only concern with Julius Randle is that he does not. He and RJ Barrett do not get the calls that other NBA players get.
Right.
When you watch the game, it's blatant and apparent, right? That they don't get certain. When Joel and listen, this is the most egregious one, but it tells the story. When Joel Embiid raked RJ Barrett across his face, and Joel Embiid's hand was stuck in RJ Barrett's jersey. Remember that? Remember how he had to pull his
I'm
sick
of refs against RJ because
was that this year or was that last year?
No, this was this year.
Like,
okay, that was like the first game.
Embiid had to pull his hand. He had to pull his arm out of RJ Barrett's jersey, and everybody was laughing because RJ Barrett didn't get a call against the NBA All-Star.
Yeah,
that fouled him.
And listen, like, yeah, you could say like Randall doesn't get the calls he gets, but he still gets like a lot of calls that he gets. Like he can't be on that he's not on that like superstar level yet, like that gets a foul like most of the times, because he does get away with a lot of, like, if he fouls with that his shot where he like turns his hands around with the shot and takes like a mid-range, that post fade mid-range, and he gets those calls a lot. But like for RJ, it makes no sense, because I thought last year that he wasn't getting calls, and this year he's still getting less calls. Like he needs to get tackled to get a call. Like it makes no sense to me at all. And it's like it's so frustrating, because we see him in the game when he gets fouled on a layup multiple times and he just doesn't get the call. Even on finishes, like I've watched finishes from him this season. He hasn't gotten a lot of calls on those finishes.
Right.
It's just very frustrating that they don't respect him for whatever reason. Even if he's strong, I don't understand it.
Yeah, I just I mean it was a valid point that was brought up last night about not getting calls and just saying, forget about it, just go to the next play. I mean, it's easy for us to do. I mean, but I guess in the heat of the moment, I just don't want us losing a game off a technicality.
Yeah, 100%. That would be the worst situation.
That would be the worst. I mean, and we've seen in our history when we were in the playoffs how that has been detrimental towards us. You could look at, the Miami series, when pretty much all the Miami series, when we all came off the bench against PJ Brown and all them, and PJ Brown got two he was suspended for the rest of the series, even though there was only like 2 games left. But multiple players from our side were suspended, and it tore us. We wound up losing the series, because of that. And then you scroll a year later, you got LJ and Alonzo going at it, and luckily for them, it affected them and not us, because we were still able to to win the game down there, game 7 down there and everything. So so like I said, we've seen in history where that has been detrimental to us. Didn't Tyson Chandler get thrown out of the first Miami game that we played against them?
I don't know, because I didn't watch like that long.
Yeah, I think he got.
I don't really
if
know
anybody in the
part.
chat remembers, let me know, because I think we the first game won against that was the game where Iman Shumpert had tore his knee too. But I think Tyson Chandler had gotten ejected out of that game. I forget which was the ref that did that, but yeah, we can't have that happen. Yeah, we can't
when
have
something
that.
like that happens where the refs start off like, especially in the playoffs, in a sense. I mean, even in the regular season, when the refs are like causing you to get ejected or something like that because of you being mad or emotionally like broken during the game, you get ejected.
I've been seeing good officiating in the playoff games. I've been in the playing
games.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the playing. You're talking about the playing games, right, Gi? Yeah, the playing games have been like yesterday in the Warriors game. Like they weren't really calling too many fouls. It like they kind of let it be a little physical. And also the Memphis game. No, the Memphis game they did have a lot of calls, but since the Warriors and the Lakers one is like a big game, I don't know, and they didn't have that much officiating. I feel like it's gonna be less. So that's what I'm hoping for. But if we start having like Randall have trouble, for example, with the refs, and he starts complaining a lot during the series, that's not good for us because it's like known that if you have a problem with a ref and
Yeah.
you start attacking them, that they're gonna have it out for you, and
Right.
you're gonna have a
Right.
problem with it. Like for the rest of the playoffs, the rest of the season, you're always gonna have a problem
You're always
because
going to have a problem. Yep.
yeah, they take that grudge upon themselves.
Sure.
CP the
Sure.
artist says I was like 5 years old Knicks last playoff season. No, I
Yeah. Don't
was.
even. Sometimes you got to just ignore what's in there at times.
Nah,
It's
he's
it's
joking though.
there.
I don't care. I know.
Okay. All right.
Who said
Nah,
that?
that was
Who
CP.
else? Want to be Taj Gibson?
No, but I don't care. But I
Who
mean,
said
he also said
that?
that people need to earn respect for foul calls. I mean, I understand that, but like, there's just obvious calls that you don't even need respect for, and you just gotta call.
Right.
Like, you can't tell me that every call you gotta earn respect for. Like, I like when people say that, I don't get it. Like, there's just fouls that are obvious, and that
Yes.
should be called no matter what.
They
But you
become.
just don't see it happen.
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. So yeah. So that was one of the things they brought up last night, and then they were also saying if Randall's emotions will get the best of him, even if Tibbs is trying to talk him down. I don't think it will. I think once Tibbs say, "Listen,
Randall into an emotional nut. Randall's fine. He'll be fine.
Randall's fine, right? Okay."
Yeah.
So you were listening to that last night.
Yeah, listen, I watch you guys. You guys got a great show.
Yeah. So yeah. I wasn't worried about it. I wasn't worried about it. I was just bringing it up to see what you guys think. And if you don't think it's a problem, then yeah, it shouldn't be.
And I think it could be a problem, but I really don't think that he's gonna do this in the playoffs. But if I do, it's probably in the slightest. I think he knows better not to do that. But who do you think is the X factor for you in this series, besides Randall? And
freezes off the screen. Okay, so I'll say Frank Ntilikina.
Ah!
He's off the screen, so I can't.
No, you can say whatever your answer is, but you could explain to it too if you want.
No, I just after seeing the film of how Frank defends Trey and a lot of these guys, I think that he's gonna that Tibbs is going to use him, a lot more. I mean, because he always said that he's going to use him in situational situational. You can't get any more situational than the playoffs.
Yeah, I agree. I was saying the same thing with Frank because like I was saying that it wasn't really rotation minutes, but since it's the playoffs, he's gonna get like his situational minutes like during the playoffs if they need him for.
So when I was 19 or 20 years old, man, when I was 19 or 20 years old,
booted him. He got the boot.
Yeah, when I was 19 and 20 years old, man, I went to California, man, for the first time. I had never been to the Pacific Ocean. And so, I'm sorry, did I hear Hoodie Cav? Did I hear Hoodie Cav?
I think those are his situations.
You call me Hoodie Cav. That's a problem.
Oh, Cornerstone. I'm sorry. Did Cornerstone Cav mention Frank Ntilikina?
Just call me Star Child, all right? That's all. Just Star Child.
Because the only thing Frank, me?
No, I was asking where he works because I see the setup.
Yeah, it's nice. It's nice.
Yeah, I was asking like what type of job.
Oh, insurance.
Ask that question online.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you were working online, like. Before.
Yeah, pretty much. Here, hold on. I'll be right back, guys.
I don't disagree that could be X Factor, but I already said that I think that
surprising
player to me. Yeah.
Man, get out of here.
I meant by surprising though. I said the question wrong, but I think that OB is gonna be surprising for us in the playoffs. Whenever he gets those
Frank
minutes.
ain't about to be.
If Frank
X
is
factor,
actually
no Y factor, no Z
against
factor.
Trey, if Frank is actually put against Trey though, it's gonna help with the pick and roll.
Yeah,
I know that EP can't stop that, and
they stop it.
Doesn't do as good.
They stop it differently. Like Frank Ntilikina stops the pick and roll at the top of the pick and roll. Like he forces
him more.
Yeah. Elfrid Payton, like when a guy is going to the basket, Elfrid Payton is more physical with the guards going to the basket without being as touchy as Frank. So when Frank is on a guard going to the basket, you already know the referee's going to blow the whistle with Frank because Frank is handsy, right?
That's the thing I've been thinking about, like
what's up,
especially because he gets like we talked about how he gets those like ticky-tack fouls for some reason, like even if it's not really a foul. I don't think that's going to be too much of a problem in the playoffs. I don't think they're going to call it as much.
Yeah, I agree with you. It depends. Well, I agree that the physicality is officiated differently in the playoffs. Like you won't get as many calls as you get in the regular season, but I don't think it's gonna be a situation where it's WWE in the playoffs, right? Mm-hmm. So I agree with you. Ethan, what's good, man?
What's up, good? Salute. Now, but the thing about Trey and the fouls, right? Trey can make it look so obvious that you have to foul him.
Ethan, you got to tell everybody hello.
Oh, so I said salute. Love y'all.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
okay.
He said it.
Okay, I was gonna say, like, tell everybody, hey, man. You know what I'm saying?
No, but you know, in the playoffs, you know, Trey has that little bump off foul where he stops when he's sprinting. Yeah, it's gonna be too obvious that they can't call it.
Right.
And plus, guess what? When your legs get tired, it gets harder to start and stop. So if Rose is on Trey, Trey's easily gonna eat him alive. Especially when it comes down to the fourth quarter, because the call tight in the fourth.
Yeah, man. I gotta wrap up here soon. I'm trying to get some shirts and stuff made and everything.
Yeah, I'm gonna cut out too. I'm gonna show my love, Freezy, man. I just wanted to say it was a great season, man. We still rocking, but you had it going today, man. Great conversation. And just we scratch until Sunday. Just hold us till Sunday, baby.
We scratch bro.
Man. Like we need more of that. We need more of that Knicks basketball, man.
Right.
But
right. I wanted to maybe tomorrow when we come on, I want to break down legit on court stuff. I don't like using conjecture because I don't think Knicks fans can envision. I don't want to talk hype. What I want to do is talk stuff like Atlanta Hawks featured pick and roll versus the Knicks featured ice pick and roll defense and personnel, right? And talk about which matchups in that chess game is going to lead to an exploitation one versus the other. You get what I'm getting at?
Yeah, no, heavy stuff.
Yeah, I want to talk about that some more. Like where does Nerlens Noel close out on Trae Young in that pick and roll? Does he sag and make Trae Young shoot mid range, or does he press up and potentially give up a lob to Capella, or give up backside threes? You know what I'm saying? Are you depending on personnel on the floor? Do you give that up to Gallinari if Gallinari's on the floor, versus John Collins being on the floor? That may be looking to finish at the basket. Just some stuff like that.
But let me cut out. I'm going to buy some Knicks jerseys with my boys. We're going together to get some new fresh jerseys.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to find me some golf clubs. So.
Yes, don't spend too much, Freeze. Don't do it. Don't do it
too late.
Too much.
Too late.
Peace, everybody.
All right, everybody. Thank everybody for coming through. Thanks everybody for contributing. God bless everybody. We'll holler at y'all tonight on Knicks at Night podcast. Peace.